welcome to BCom Part 2 students. In the present lecture, we are going to take a problem on ESOP shares. The title of our paper is Corporate Accounting paper number 1. In this paper, there are 4 units for semester 3. In the present lecture, we are now concerned with practical problem on ESOP shares. Firstly, I am reading what is the problem. Mumbai Steel Limited issued 70,000 equity shares of rupees 100 each, and following amounts were payable: rupees 25 at the time of application, rupees 25 at the time of allotment, rupees 25 at the time of first call. The company received 73,000 equity shares applications. The shares were duly allotted. The application money on 2,000 shares were returned, and on 1,000 shares were adjusted against the allotment money. The company received the allotment money except on 700 shares held by Mr. Sahil. The company made first call and received money thereon except on 700 shares held by Mr. Sahil. The board of directors forfeited the shares held by Mr. Sahil and reissued the same to Mr. Sanket at rupees 50 per share. Give the necessary journal entries in the books of the company. In this problem, we are observing what exactly given in the problem. Name of the company is Mumbai Steel Limited. For raising capital from the open market, the company has issued its equity shares. Here, 70,000 equity shares issued by the company. The face value of each share is rupees 100, but a company called a amount rupees 75 up to first call. It means that no total face value has been collected by the company. Therefore, while solving this problem, we have to consider that fact while passing entry about forfeiture of shares. Then, here 3 stages are given of collection of share price. First stage, application. Second stage, allotment, and third stage, first call. Here issued shares are 70,000, but applications were received for 73,000. It means excess application received for 3,000 shares. While passing entry number 1, we consider number of application received, and that is to be multiplied by application money. Here application money received on 73,000 shares into rupees 25 each equal to 18 lakh 25,000. So we are passing entry number 1. We have prepared here 5 columns: serial number, particulars, ELF, debit rupees, credit rupees. Column number 1 may be replaced if the date is provided in the problem. In this problem, date is not provided, therefore we have taken here column number 1 as serial number. Entry number 1. Bank account debit to equity share application account. Here we have considered a number of applications received into application money per share. That amount came 18 lakh 25,000. Therefore, entry is taken bank account debit to equity share application account. Narration for this entry. B. Application money received on 73,000 equity shares at rupees 25 each. Entry number 2. Conversion of application money into capital account. In this process, we are going to consider only number of shares issued by the company. Instead of application received, we are considering issued number of shares by the company. Here issued shares are 70,000 shares. So 70,000 shares multiply by rupees 25. That amount came 17 lakh 50,000. So this amount is to be transferred to capital account. Therefore, entry number 2. Conversion of application money into capital account. So we are giving here debit to equity share application account. Therefore, equity share application account debit 17 lakh 50,000 to equity share capital 17 lakh 50,000. B. Application money on 70,000 equity shares at rupees 25 each transferred to equity share capital account. In this way, we have passed 2 entries regarding application. Second stage, allotment. We are showing here allotment money due on 70,000 equity shares at rupees 25 each. For passing journal entry, consider number of shares issued into allotment money per share. While describing the stage allotment, consider that the amount on which we are going to show due, that account will be debited and capital account will be credited. Here we are showing amount due on allotment. Therefore, equity share allotment account debit 17 lakh 50,000 to equity share capital account 70 lakh 50,000. Being allotment money due on 70,000 equity shares at rupees 25 each. There is no specific language for writing narration. Student should know that our narration must show what exactly transaction happened. Therefore, there is no specification in writing narration. It may differ from individual to individual, but the message should be deeper, and that should be give clear-cut idea about the transaction happened. In this problem, Mumbai's company have received a 3000 Axis application. Here, while considering Axis application, the board of directors has taken two options here. First option is that application money on 2000 equity shares were refunded and application money on 1000 shares were adjusted towards allotment account. These are the two options. These two options have been followed by the company. First option, that is refund of excess application money. Here excess application money on 2000 equity shares were refunded. Therefore 2000 equity shares multiplied by rupees 25 is equal to 50,000. So this 50,000 amount is refunded. So while passing journal entry about refund of excess application money, we are recording that entry here. Equity share application account debit 50,000 to bank account 50,000. This entry is completely opposite of entry number 1. In entry number 1 we have taken application money, but in entry number 4 we are refunding excess application money on 2000 shares. So excess application money refunding means money has gone from the company for the sake of application account. So entry is equity share application account debit 50,000 to bank account 50,000, being excess application money on 2000 equity shares at rupees 25 each refunded. Now we are taking entry about allotment money received. While passing this entry, consider certain facts which are given in the problem. Here 70,000 equity shares were issued by the company, but applications were received for 73,000 equity shares. It means that 3,000 applications are received more than the issued shares. Therefore, the board of directors refunded excess application money on 2000 shares, whereas excess application money on 1000 shares were adjusted to allotment account. It means that excess application money on 1000 equity shares adjusted to application account. Therefore, 1000 equity shares into application money rupees 25 is equal to 25,000. Therefore, we are giving in entry number 5 second part equity share application account debit 25,000. It means that we have showed allotment money due 70 lakh 50,000, of which adjusted 25,000. It means that now amount receivable on allotment is 70 lakh 25,000. But here Mr. Sahil held 700 shares, didn't pay allotment money. Therefore, allotment money not received on 700 equity shares at rupees 25 each. Therefore, actual amount received 70 lakh 7,500. So entry bank account debit 70 lakh 7,500. Equity share application account debit 25,000, and total of both, that total will be credited by mentioning equity share allotment account. Therefore, to equity share allotment account 17 lakh 32,500. We are taking here narration as being allotment money received on 69,300 shares. Here, out of 70,000 equity shares, allotment money was not received on 700 shares. Therefore, allot 70,000 minus 700 is equal to 69,300. So that mentioned in our narration, and excess application on 1000 equity share adjusted. Here we have adjusted excess application money towards allotment account on 1000 equity shares at rupees 25 each. That excess application money recorded as debit, and it is given to equity share application by rupees 25,000. In this way, we have passed 5 entries. 2 entries about application money, 2 entries about allotment money, and 1 entry about refund of excess application money. But student should note that before taking allotment money, it is necessary take entry about the refund of excess application money. Now third stage of this problem, that is first call money due. First call money due on 70,000 equity shares at rupees 25 each. Therefore, the amount on which we are going to show due, that account is debited. We are going to show first call money due. Therefore, we are giving debit to equity share first call account. Therefore, entry is recorded equity share first call account debit 70 lakh 50,000 to equity share capital account 17 lakh 50,000. B. First call money due on 70,000 equity shares at rupees 25 each. Then entry number 7. First call money received. Here first call money received on 69,300 equity shares because of Mr. Sahil held 700 equity share, did not pay first call. So amount received on 69,300 equity shares at rupees 25 each. 69,300 equity shares multiply by rupees 25 is equal to 17 lakh 32,500. Therefore, bank account debit 17 lakh 32,500 to equity share first call 17 lakh 32,500. B. First call money received on 69,300 equity shares at rupees 25 each. In this way, we have passed the entry up here up to first call money received. Here, face value of each share is rupees 100, but called up amount per share is rupees 75. All amounts were not collected by the company, and the board of directors has decided to forfeiture of shares held by Mr. Sahil because of non-payment from him on account of allotment and first call. Therefore, we are now passing entry about forfeiture of shares. Student should note that we are recording here only one entry in every case regarding forfeiture of shares. In this problem, 700 equity shares were forfeited into called up amount per share. Previously, in all problems, we have taken here face value, but in this problem, separate information is given. That information pertaining pertaining the company has not made all calls. Therefore, while passing perpetual of shares, we are considering number of shares forfeited into called up amount per share. Here called up amount per share is rupees 75 into 700, that came 52,500. Therefore, we are passing entry as equity share capital account debit 52,500. In last entries, we have given credit to equity share capital account whenever necessary. But in this entry, we are giving debit because of when shares are forfeited, it is necessary to give debit to capital account. It may be equity shares or preference shares. Here equity shares are issued, therefore we have taken here equity share capital account. Then second aspect of the entry, we are going to give credit to those accounts on which money was not received. Here we have not received allotment money. It means that company is not received allotment money on 700 equity shares. 700 equity shares into allotment money per share, 700 into 25. So actual amount not received on allotment account is 17,500. Therefore, to equity share allotment account 17,500, we are considering here amount not actually received on particular stage. Also, the company has not received a first call money on 700 equity shares at rupees 25 each. Therefore, we are giving credit to equity share first call account rupees 17,500. And last part of this entry, compare total of debit and total of credit. In this entry, total of credit is less than debit. Therefore, difference occurring to credit that is recorded as two share forfeited account. That difference amount is 17,500. Being 700 equity shares forfeited on account of non-payment of allotment and first call money. In this way, we have passed one entry regarding perpetual of shares. Now, we are passing entry about reissue of shares. The company has reissued these forfeited shares at rupees 50 each. Here, forfeited shares were 700 into rupees 50, that came rupees 35,000. Therefore, bank account debit 35,000. Then we are jumping to credit to equity share capital account. While giving credit to capital account, consider number of shares reissued into in this problem called up amount per share. So 700 equity shares into 7 into rupees 75, that came 52,500. Therefore, we have given credit to equity share capital account by rupees 52,500. In this entry, we have recorded three aspects, of which we have discussed two aspects. Remaining aspect, that is that mentioned by giving star here. Compare debit and credit balances. After comparing debit and credit balance sheet, we found that debit side or debit balance is less by rupees 17,500. Therefore, we are now giving debit to share forfeited account and recorded as share forfeited account debit. Difference amount 17,500. Being 700 forfeited equity shares reissued at rupees 50 each and amount received in full. In this way, we have passed entries, and in this problem, the balance of share forfeited account in perpetual entry and balance that came rupees 17,500, that is credit balance, and in last entry, that is reissued entry, share forfeited account shows debit balance 17,500. It means that in perpetual of shares, credit balance of share forfeited account in 17,500. In ratio of shares, debit balance of share forfeited account is 17,500. It means both balances are tallied. Therefore, no need to pass transfer entry in this problem as per the our calculation. Hence, we have not shown transfer entry in our solution by considering the balances of share forfeited account. Generally, that entry came if the difference occurring in debit and credit balances of share forfeited account. But actually, in this problem, no difference is occurring regarding share forfeited account. Therefore, there is no need to pass separate entry regarding transfer. So friends, in this way, I am going to complete my presentation here. Thank you.